Instinct to Kill, released in 2001, is an action thriller that follows Tess Beckett, a woman who discovers her not-so-perfect husband is a serial killer. Actor Tim Abell delivers a chilling, powerful performance as her husband, Jim Beckett, and is here today for an epic conversation. Super excited, guys. Let's do it. Mr. Tim, thank you so much for being here, sir. I really appreciate it. Instinct to Kill, I just got my Blu-ray yesterday. My daughter and I watched it. I've seen it so many times. This was my introduction to you, to Missy Kreider. I thought that both of y'all were just amazing and definitely stole the show. I've been fans of both of you ever since. And I mean, it was intense, man. The opening with the whole birth control and then in the bathroom and she finds out your secret. I rented the movie because it was a Mark Dacascos movie, but I was sold from the very beginning.
I'm still good friends with Mark Dacascos, and he's just one of the most wonderful guys in the world. I say he's the nicest actor that I've ever worked with. Literally, he's just an awesome individual all around. It's funny, the first scenes that we shot, Tess Beckett and I are now living in the house, and I come down to the kitchen, she's making some breakfast or something and some orange juice, and I come behind her, and kiss her, and then we go back up to the bedroom and I show her the bed, and how the bed wasn't made quite right. But you think I'm kind of like, it's a very sexy moment. We're going to, maybe something fun's going to happen. And then when I say, that corner of the bed's not quite tucked in right. Oh, I'm sorry. And this was like, whack. That was the first day, all that stuff. So it was like, I didn't even know her from Adam. It's funny because we shot that and it's like, oh, shit, oh, great. And then Missy was 100% like, she just kind of reacted by either screaming or by being terrified or by, being an actor in that moment. And which I really appreciated because, you know what? Actors that are willing to go there, that's a real blessing to another actor.
Yeah, the knife, Missy's reaction. I feel like I know her voice just because of that movie. And it just, I feel like I kind of like clinch every time I hear it because oh my God, I feel so bad for her.
Yeah, the whole knife in the leg thing, that was, visceral, violent scene. The only thing that she was a little bit freaked out about was a plastic bag on her head. So we cut the bag up the back so she could still breathe because she goes, I don't know why, I'm kind of claustrophobic with that on my head. And you're get so violent in this thing. She goes, so we had to kind of cut at the back so she didn't get too freaked out by it.
It's so creepy. It looked creepy in the movie. Every time you're on screen, it's creepy, man. You did such an amazing job. After Jim, escapes the mental institution and he's going home and, with his dad and everything, it looked like you were just in your own world. Was that you or was that the way it was written?
I just wanted to be more like the book. I wanted to be more, I took out some of the things that Lisa Gardner had about Jim Beckett and about how he thought, and I kind of would work those into the script. And it served me well, I believe. And that house, you'd think, wow, an art director came in here and made this place look just like this. That house came as is. Even the painting or the of the mother on the wall, that was in that house. I was so worried about that scene because I go in the script, in the book and all, and just like Jim Beckett has this moment, he has a moment of clarity in terms of love because he doesn't really love anything except for this old man. So I'm down there talking to my dad and I get up, go behind him, and I had a breakdown. I just started, the tears just started coming out. And I was just like, and it was like, for me as an actor, this was like this moment of like, I'm like going, I'm just crying. I'm like, oh, I finally shoot him in the head. I'm just like, oh, I literally had to take a 20-minute break because I couldn't stop fucking crying. Tim, take a break, go. And I come back and they finally go, are you okay? I go, yeah, I don't know, something just happened, man. It just hit me. Wow. Well, I hope you guys got that. The guy goes, well, we got that first part. He goes, but all the crying stuff, can you do that again? Because we were on the dad. And I was like, what? I go, fuck, I can't. Oh, shit. So I had to try to come back to that, but I couldn't quite get there. But it worked with what I got.
Oh man. Well, I would have loved to have seen that, but at the same time, I do love it the way it is. I mean, we do see some emotion, and I felt like we get a hint of who Jim maybe could have been. And again, I love every time you're on camera, man. It's awesome. And there's a lot of little things, like for example, when you're in the van and you're changing disguises and you use the scissors to kind of put up the mirror. I mean, was that was that in the script, or was that you?
That was me, because it's really just me in the van. They had me taking it off, but I wanted to be able to look at myself in the mirror as I'm taking it off. Little things like that, I think, kind of helps to, even the voice. Because I go, well, shit, what kind of voice can I create? So I kind of created Sergeant Malloy. I think let me create something. That was the best makeup. That one with the bald cap, where they had that whole thing and ripping it off in the van. That was great. That was the guy, the makeup artist. That was the guy that did all the Star Trek movies. I was a little upset. Some of them were like not as good as others. The makeup, but you know what? I just kind of worked with what we had, and I said, you know what? I'm not going to phone anything in. I'm going to give it 110%. It's like the scene where pick up Gina, right? She's jogging. She's in the car, and I next thing we're in bed. She comes over, and I pick her up and put her on the counter, and I knew that the makeup on the nose was kind of like screwy. And when I was there, she kind of looks, and we had talked about this. I said, make some comment about the nose or whatever. And she goes, okay. So she's, your nose. And I go, oh, and I started peeling it off, and I go, oh, it must be like a skin rash or something like that. And I was just having fun with it. She goes, oh my. And then it was like, that's how that kind of motivated that.
That's awesome. There's another shot that I love towards the end where Mark and Missy are in your house, and you got your guns out and everything, and you jump out the window or the door. And now, again, watching it on Blu-ray, everything's sharp and clear. And I'm like, that's Tim. Like, that was you, man, right? That wasn't a stuntman.
Here's the thing. I had my stunt guy there that day. We did it in one take because they only had one door. And they go, okay, you can't mess this up, Tim. We've only got one door here. I said, all right. And so we did it. And you said it looks like me. It was me. I've always been a very physical actor. And, I don't like to take my work away from my stunt guys, but because I don't want to get hurt and shut down production. But I just thought it was something I could do. It's funny because some of Mark Dacascos' fans, and they had, I think the movie that came out before this movie was Drive, that Mark Dacascos was in with Kadim. So they were kind of expecting kind of a more buddy movie like that with Kadim. And some of it was so funny because some of the people that had made comments or posts about the movie were, this is bullshit. How does this guy just kick Mark Dacascos' ass and then gets away and shoots? Everybody expected he's this martial art dude. He's going to kick my ass. Some people hated it because Mark wasn't the one that killed me. I had him at the very end, and I had the gun to his head, and it was her. Yeah, Mark should have kicked his ass. Why didn't Mark kick his ass? But Mark was a good sport. Mark understood. Mark goes, no, I get this. I fully understand.
Well, again, you and Missy, definitely just rocked it out, man. Mr. Tim, thank you so much for being here, sir. I really appreciate it. Instinct to Kill. I knew nothing about this movie behind the scenes wise until today, and to hear it from you directly, it's inspiring. It's a dream. So thank you so much. Every character, every movie, every person that I feature on this channel, there's a meaning behind everything. There's a reason, and it's just I love this stuff, man. And so thank you truly for being here. I really appreciate it.
Okay, Chris, thank you so much,
guys. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to get your copy of Instinct to Kill on Blu-ray. It's just an awesome movie. I love it, and Tim's performance, Missy's performance, everybody in the movie is awesome. Thank you for watching. Thank you for believing, and we'll see you soon. Cheers.